Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and variations thereupon. It's Citizen7, and we are playing Darkest Dungeon. I have done a little bit of housekeeping off the screen. I have sent Bostel to drink, Reynold to pray, and Ferruz to have her zoophobia cured. I would like to also reduce the stress on Postel here, but our gold is getting somewhat low, so I feel like we need to get some more resources before we go spending everything that we have. And I don't know how much. I know we're doing a medium quest this time, so we're going to have to do some camping, and it is going to involve a bit more in the way of provisions. So we are going into the ruins this time, which is what we were talked about in the last episode and chose not to do, but here we go. It's time to provision. Firewood and camping. This quest involves camping, and camping requires firewood. Firewood is given automatically to you on appropriate quests. Camping gives heroes a chance to recuperate while in the dungeon. When you are wounded or stressed and wish to camp, right-click on the firewood in your inventory. Okay, good to know. So we have firewood for one camp. We should take, I think, normally I take 8 food, so let's take 12, because it's going to be a longer quest. Let's take 6 torches, at least, because usually we find a number of torches. I'd like to take a holy water and a shovel. Let's take a bandage as well. Better take 2 bandages. And I'm not all that concerned about antivenom in the vaults, but we're probably going to see a lot of cultists, and they tend to inflict the bleed status. I'm not sure who exactly we have ready to go on this quest. I don't know if we have anyone who can cure bleed.
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar, now foreign.
Yes, we can cure bleed with battlefield medicine on our plague medic. So we have a Jester here in the front, which we have not used before. And then we have Roke, whose clumsiness has been cured, and he now has a dodge of 1, which is reduced by 4 from his damage stone. But he does have a little bit of dodge. And Oral Bar, also known as Owlbear, is also here, and we've seen him before. He's the same as he was. So let's see. We want to explore 90% of the rooms. Let's see what we have. This is whoa. All right. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13 rooms. So we're going to have to look at 11 of them, I believe. Which means we can't just ignore this. We do have to go all the way down and come all the way back. Which, we don't necessarily have to go all the way down. We could only go to this point and then turn around, which should give us enough to deal with all of them. But let's go this way first, and we'll see, depending on whether we scout or not, whether we continue to the end of the hallway. So I'm anxious to see what the Jester can do. He's certainly got a terrifying little hook, and so far we know nothing, so it could be a trap any minute. Oh! What did I say? A trap any minute. He did dodge it, though. Good for Oral Bar there. Managed to not get too messed up. And nothing else except we take a little stress. So nothing at all in that hallway. That was not too bad. We arrive in our first room and it is empty. So also nothing much. Let's go ahead and continue to move along straight here. Halt! I've halted. All right, no more halting. How's our light? 70. We have stress is building a little bit. Scouting is down to 1, and monster surprised is at 1. Hey, look at maggots. Alright, so Holy
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
crap. So we did resist the plague attack, but he took the stun. He dodged it completely. So we won't even get to see what our Jester can do yet. We have 3 fellows here. We could use our hook to pull the one in the back forward, but I don't think that's strictly necessary with these people. We have a hook and slice, which will, let's see, do how much damage? 3 to 6. If we use the axe, it'll do, if it hits, it'll kill a maggot. So let's kill a maggot. Kill this one. Bam! Dead. He uses up his stun, and now, of course, we can't do much. Let's disorient this fellow with the disorienting blast. Switch him around. And now we can smite this fellow. Actually, no, if we use Zealous Accusation, we can definitely kill them both, because our damage is pretty high.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. Executed with impunity.
Executed with impunity. Alright. He never does live very much. It feels kind of scary putting him in the front row, but that's where he wanted to be. Let's look in this bag. The sack is empty. What a shame. So far in this dungeon we've found some maggots, and that's about it. This room is empty as well. So let's continue on down the hallway. It looks like we have no scout. Let's see what we can find. We're down to shadowy light, so our loot is up and our player crits are up, but our stress is up and the monster accuracy and damage is also up. Let's use a torch and stay at dim light. Trying to do a little bit of resource management here, since let's find some things to kill. Let's do that. Did he take any damage? He did not take any damage. He dodged. So far we've found a whole lot of nothing. Ah, here's at least a chest. We have these arbalists here. Bone soldier, bone rabble, and 2 arbalists. They're all unholy, so our crusader will do a decent amount of damage against them. Let's... Hook and slice can hit any of these fellows. 3 to 6 damage. If we pull one of them forward, that might actually be good. Let's, because if we disrupt, we don't know exactly how their whole situation works, but if we disrupt their order, it's usually a good thing. So let's hook him forward. He resisted being pulled. Alright.
How quickly the tide turns.
That was what we wanted to avoid happening. Now, a critical hit has taken away half his damage, but now we have solo, which is the thing that he needed to stand in front in order to do. He gets to hit everyone at once. They all resisted the effect. I wonder what the effect was. That was kind of cool, but I think we'll have to move him out of this position pretty soon. Let's use a plague grenade, because they won't bleed, but they can be blighted. And they both took the blight, so that is good. Another small shot. 4 damage there. I have a feeling... Graveyard slash, and we dodged. Excellent. I have a feeling if we move these arbalists forward, they can't fire their quarrels from so close. That often happens. So we have a Zealous Accusation, which will do 5 to 10 damage on him, 5 to 10 damage on him. I think it's worth it to damage both these people. So we have a good chance. We have a chance at least to actually kill them both if we get a good damage roll. So let's try it.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
We killed 1 in the first round. So, now let's see. We have Slice Off, which will inflict bleed, but that's no good. Let's use a Dirk Stab and just kill this bone soldier.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Aha, so we got a critical hit and we restored a little bit of confidence.
Well struck.
Excellent. Does anyone need battlefield medicine? They don't, so we will disorient this fellow here. Pull him right to the front. He takes his plague, and he has to use his bayonet from the front row, which is less effective than the quarrel. He also has to use the bayonet. Let's collect a bounty. 5 to 10 damage. Let's use it on him, because we have a chance, at least if we roll max damage, we will kill him. Oh, he rolled minimal damage, but either way. Zealous Accusation. We are going to use Smite because it does extra damage against Unholies, which these fellows are, and we have a very good chance to kill this Arbalist. And this one is going to take 2 plague damage next turn. This one also. So even at minimal damage, we'll get him almost to dead, but I think we can probably kill him. Yes! He is gone. We regain some confidence. Round 3, and we get to go first, but it's the Plague Doctor, and we have nothing to do here. So he could move, or he could pass the turn. I suppose we could use Battlefield Medicine for no good reason. Let's see if we can do this, just to keep him from getting stress. Yes, we can. So that's useful, at least. We don't have to let him take stress. And we dodged the bayonet jab, so excellent. Let's use a dirk stab and finish him off. Ah!
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
We have 2 deeds and 4 crests. Excellent.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Yes, well, it can't. But we will open this box. Unlocked strong box. Good, because we don't have a key. So we should just be able to open it. It might be trapped, but it's worth trying. The contents are yours. Hey, excellent. So another 100 gold and 1 more jade. So this is 500. And now that we've cleared this out, we could use our fireword to camp. But let's see how many rooms we have left. 1 here and 9 there. So let's go ahead and get this last room. There's no reason not to venture down. We'll go down to this last room and then walk back. And if we get to here with nothing exciting happening, we might take a camp. I mean, if we get to here with nothing exciting happening, then we'll explore a couple more rooms before we camp. Because we're doing fairly well so far, even though we haven't gotten much. Let's see, here's a bookshelf. A bookshelf full of old leather-bound books. Books are interesting because normally they'll add a condition to your hero, and sometimes it's a bad one, sometimes it's a good one. But let's read them and see what happens. The knowledge within forever changes. Hey, Warren's Tactician. So we did get a stress resistance in the Warrens. Excellent. Oh no, he had this adventure tactician is plus damage in the Warrens. So we definitely want to take Fiton here to the Warrens. That, I believe, is the zone where the pigs live. Getting a little stress. It is shadowy now. Let's use a torch. And we'll keep ourselves in dim light. What is here? An urn of ashes. How about you look inside, Bounty Hunter? Decorative urn. The urn holds ashes of the departed. Let's look inside. It's probably going to be something horrifying. Oh! We became blighted. Unfortunate. Oh, 6 damage off that blight. 2 damage per round for 3 rounds. Do we... And I said, oh, we don't need to take any poison, you know, because we've got, you know, the Plague Doctor. But of course the Plague Doctor can't do anything about this right now, so I guess we're condemned to take that damage. And we have no healer either. That was unfortunate. Shh, yeah. Let's check this room and see what's inside. These are what I was expecting, cultist acolytes. Why are we surprised? Totally expected them. Okay, so he's now in the back. That's not necessarily the worst thing possible. We're gonna take a little damage, but we still have 1 round left of Plague, and we might be able to cure it with the Plague Doctor. Let's use the hook and pull this acolyte to the front. Ren for the old gods. He's going to charge forward. And he passed the turn. Interesting. Alright, so we can use Inspiring Tune to heal stress. That's about it. So let's try it on him. Jangly jang! Oh no, it healed some stress on everyone. So that's what he can do from the back row. Can we use Battlefield Medicine? No, we have to be one slot further back in order to use that on him. Very frustrating. We'll just walk backwards then. Being here, I have the ability to heal in battle. Battle heals. So I will keep an eye on everyone's health. We can use heal with rock. At this point, though, we're going to smite this bone rabble and kill him dead. If we connect, we kill it.
Be gone, fiend!
Be gone, fiend. So we didn't gain any confidence for that, but our stress is so low, it's not really a big deal. And we resisted bleeding, which is good. He's going to try pulling the doctor forward, and that didn't work, so excellent. We can use Dirk Stab from anywhere, so we will use Dirk Stab to hit this fellow in the front. Why not? 7 damage. Oh, and it moves us to the front. Amazing. I didn't realize that. So we jump forward with our Dirk Stab. Now we're in the front. Next time we can sing our jangly song. All right, let's collect the bounty, or we could use the hook to try pulling the acolyte forward again. But let's go ahead and just do some high amount of damage, or we could flashbang and stun one of these stupid brawlers. Let's stun a brawler. We are bleeding here, which could be problematic. We have 2 more damage to take from bleed, and we should probably use a battle heal at some point. But let's try smiting this fellow and killing him. If we connect, we will kill him, and he's stunned out, so we'll heal next turn. Excellently done. Our Plague Doctor now can use Battlefield Medicine to try and end the bleed, and we cured his bleeding. Excellent. Good. 3rd round. He did not get pushed. Very good. We are going to use Collect Bounty and attack the Acolyte. Slice off. Let's inflict bleed on this brawler by slicing off his ear. No, we can only do it on the Acolyte. We can't do it on the person in the front row. So we killed the Acolyte, which is excellent news. We're going to use Battlefield Heal now on ourselves. And we got maximum healing, 3 points. He used up his stun, and we will use Battlefield Medicine for no purpose other than to not take stress. Round 4. Let's see if we can kill him before he inflicts a bleed upon us. We can flashbang him and stun him. He's stunned, so he will... Alright. That was his turn. He did not inflict bleed upon us. The Plague Doctor is once again going to give people medicine they don't need. And we will smite him. Not quite dead, but we'll leave that to the Jester to use his dirk and finish him off.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Excellent. So we got 1,000 gold. That's very useful. Let's see. This chest is an heirloom chest with a family sigil. It is not locked, and we'll open it. Hopefully there'll be some heirlooms inside. Yes.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Portrait, 4 crests, and a little gold. So we're doing well with the crests, which is good. We do need crests to increase the size of our ability to increase our roster. Let's take a look at the map. It looks like we have to head back along paths that we have previously ventured, and we have already seen the things in this hallway. It doesn't look like they've changed. Other than it's getting dark, it is now down to 50. And I don't believe... We'll see if the room... Nope, nothing has changed in the room. So that is good to know. Let's use a torch and increase our light again. We're back to dim light. That's 75. See if anything has changed in this hallway. He does have little bells on his toes and seems to jingle quite a bit. No, there was no danger in that hallway. Nothing in this room. Ah, now we see there is a fight. There is a fight in this hallway, so we'll be ready for that. Maybe it will be the maggots again? No, it's some bone guys. So we have... Why are we surprised? We saw it on the map. Two of us didn't see it coming. Alright, so this will move us forward to the front if we use the Dirk Stab. Nothing can bleed here. They're all undead. So let's go ahead and jump back into the front row by stabbing this bone courtier before he can try to tempt us with his disgusting goblet. Ah! I wasn't tempted! That apparently I was, though. Alright, so we are in the second row, which is unfortunate. I think the best choice here is just to move backwards so that our Crusader can do what he needs to do. Plague Grenade can blight this courier, or the blinding gas can attempt to stun him. His stun resistance is 0, so let's do it. Bump in the night. Bump. And the Crusader now is going to accuse both of these guys. If we get a good damage roll, we will kill them both. Nope, almost. Take them, bump in the night. And we dodged. Excellent. So we took them both down to 1. That's a little frustrating to me. Alright, let's see. Collect a bounty. Just kill one. You. Solo will do 1 damage at least, so it will kill the bone rabble, and it could possibly give a -10 accuracy to the bone courtier. So let's do that. He dodged it. We did kill the first guy though. Battlefield medicine is what we're going to throw it on. And let's use smite and finish. No, he dodged! Uh-oh. So, knife in the dark.
Dazed, reeling, about to break.
That was not good. That was not good. Alright. Let's stab him up. Dodged again! What? A bastard. Dodge this.
This expedition at least promises success.
500 gold and a portrait from that little fight there. Hopefully when we enter the room we won't immediately encounter a fight. No. Alright, so from here I believe our best course of action, let's head straight down, and then we can go across this way, and then this way, and then down to here, and we shouldn't have to... We'll see if we manage to scout anything. Of course, that could change our movements, but let's take one more room before we camp. Bone rabble. Alright, so we've got 2 bone rabbles and archers in the back, arching, bump in the night. Looks like we're going to take a lot of damage even before the outset. Let us attempt to reduce their accuracy with this jangling cord. 2 of them have got debuffed, and 2 of them resisted. I'm going to use the hook to pull this arbalist who was not debuffed, to pull him forward so that he can't use his crossbow. Let's see. He resisted being pulled. Unfortunate. Alright, so we are going to use the plague grenade or the blinding gas. Those are our 2 choices. Let's use the blinding gas. It is a little more accurate, and if we can stun both of these fellows, they only have a 10% resist to stun. whereas their blight resist is 20, so that's higher. Let's see if we can stun them out. Yes, we stunned them out. He immediately went, gets that stun, and then we get a bump in the night. It is time to smite one of these fools. We will smite the one who doesn't have the debuff and kill him dead. Next round. Our Jester goes first. Let's use the stab. And 4 to 7 damage. If we roll max damage, we can kill this bone rabble. Let's do it. Max damage! We killed him. Excellent. He uses up his stun, and a bayonet jab is upcoming. So they're now too close to fire their arbalists, which is good. They're also, unfortunately, too close to take a grenade from the Plague Doctor, but we will use disorienting there, and switch them around. Now, collect a bounty. 5 to 10 damage. We'll hit the one who's living more, who also has the debuff.
A devastating blow.
Yes! A critical hit. That is very satisfying. And now, this, as long as we don't miss, he should die. We're very good at killing the undead. And
these nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
They can be beaten. Alright, so we got quite a bit of gold there. Very nice. And let's, we're down to 5, 2. Okay. Things are not going well. We definitely wish to camp, but we need to get to the room and secure it before we can camp. Hopefully we won't have 2 fights in this hallway. Oh, we found a torch though. And let's enter the room. Will there be a fight in the room? No. No fight in the room. So let us take this opportunity to camp. So this is the first time that we've actually camped.
A spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
The benefits of camping. Camping consists of 2 parts, meal phase and skill phase. During the meal phase, you choose how much they eat, which determines recovery. Make sure you have enough food. Skill phase allows you to spend rest points on different hero skills used for recuperation. Very cool. So how much food do we have? We have 12 food. So let us feast and eat 8 foods, which will leave us with 4. That'll be 25 to health and 25% to health and down 2 to stress. I assume that the 25, when it measures the plus 25 health, it's 25 of your maximum health, not of your current health. That is my hope. If you eat half rations, nothing happens. If you don't eat, you get hurt. And if you eat 4 rations, so 1 ration apiece, then you get plus 10 health and no stress goes down. But let's go ahead. We have the food. Let's eat the full amount. Yes, and that is of the full amount. And he has no stress, which is amazing. So we have 12 turns of respite now. You use camping skills to bolster your party's physical and mental health. So we have these skills. We can use wound care, heal 20%, and a 15 chance to remove bleeding. Our turn back time, reduce stress by 30, or mockery, which all companions reduce stress by 20 except for one companion, I assume the one we mock, increases stress by 20. So let us, what's his stress level? 14? My stress is the highest. Let's see if I can, this is one companion, I assume that includes himself. Let's see if he can reduce his own stress. No, he cannot reduce his own stress, so someone else will have to reduce his stress. But he can do some healing, which will take 2 turns. Let's heal this fellow. He's the worst off. There we go, 2 turns. There. Now you will die much more slowly. So now we are down to 10 turns. What camping skills does he have? Pep Talk, 1 companion, 25% stress relief. So that will be useful on him. Let's see. Unshakable Leader, time cost of 4. All companions, 20% stress reduce. And Zealous Speech, all companions heal 10% and reduce stress by 10. That does take 5, which will leave us with 5. It would give healing to everyone, though, which is quite good. And reduce stress for everyone. Let's see what he can do. Self only. He can monster size 2 plus 25 damage. So any planned takedown, any large monsters he'll be more effective against. tracking, less likely to be surprised until next camp, more likely to surprise monsters until next camp. That's excellent. And encourage, well, reduce stress by 10. So he's going to use tracking. There's no trail I cannot follow. We have 8 turns left. The Plague Doctor can encourage. He can use leeches to heal a companion for 15% and remove a poison. That is a cost of 3. And self-medicate to reduce his stress and heal himself. Alright, so one of these 3 costs, we're going to use one of these 3 costs and then use his 5 cost power to heal everyone. So let's see who's the worst off for health. Definitely this fellow. So we'll heal our Jester with leeches. He only gains 2. Leeches shall purify your blood. And now we will use Zealous Speech to heal everyone by 10% and reduce stress. So his stress is still at 40, but our rest is done now. So I assume that pressing rest will move us on to the next phase. This place is horrific. Even so, I am at ease. There's nothing for it now. We've run out of wood. The stonework is far older than the manor above. What foul use something...
The way is lit.
Okay.
The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Excellent. So we're up to 100 light now. We have... we still have 5 torches left. 100 light in this room at least, because we did camp here. I assume once we leave, things will be different. So that was actually very cool, having the little camping session. And everyone's health is much restored. Stress is better. This Jester is still a little problematic. Let's move him. I actually want to move him... Well, his Inspiring Tune does stress heal. Not strictly necessary. Let's leave him... Let's move him back 1 here. And then we can move forward with the Dirk and solo after. So that leaves him in the front for the first hit. I think that's what we'll try. Alright, so let's move on to the next room. Here's an Urn of Ashes. Something horrific might be inside. We might get plagued. But let's use the Bounty Hunter since he has... he seems, at this point, he has the most health and the least stress, so he's the best off. Stick your hand in there and see what you find. Urn of Ashes of the Departed. Check inside. Oh! A deadly disease. I haven't seen that yet. What does that mean? I don't know. I don't see a status effect. It could be that the deadly disease element is something that is still in development. I'm not sure. Alright, let's continue on. Because I see no indication of that disease. Let's see if anything is in this room. No, another empty room. Let's move straight on. Look, a bag. Let's, you, Crusader, open this bag. The sack is empty. What a shame. Light is going down to 70. Hold up. No. Takes a little bit of stress. But once again, nothing. Let's see if there's anything in this room. A chest! And bone men. Alright. Well, we're going first, so it's time to... Dirk stab and charge forward. We can stab any of these fellows. We'll stab the Bone Soldier just because we have the best chance to kill him on a crit. 6 damage. Quarrel. 2 damage. Another quarrel. Dodge! Excellent. Let's use Blinding Gas to stun these 2 fools in the back. They've both gone this turn, so it'll take them out of commission for round 2. There we go. Alright. And now we will use the hook. We can't use the hook. We could use the hook on either of them, but I think better to collect the bounty on this Bone Soldier and kill him. Die, Bone Soldier. And now an Axe Blade. We've dodged. Excellent. We will use our Smite, which will give us 8 to 17 damage. So that's significant. At least a third of his damage on a hit. And if we crit, we'll definitely kill him. Let's do it. 9 damage. Not a huge amount. But, you know, every bit counts. So he uses up his stun. We're going to use Plague Grenade on this. No. We can use Disorienting Blast now. We'll throw the Disorienting Blast here and scramble the order. He resisted being moved. He uses up his stun. Now we will pull the Arbalist in the back to the front. Let's see if he can be moved. Yes, he can. Now we'll jangle and see if we can reduce their accuracy. Bang! No, they all resisted. Dead weight. Bang! He hits us with the shield. We did resist whatever effect that was going to have. Probably some debuff. Let's zealously accuse these two. 5 to 10. 5 to 10. Or a smite on this fellow has a chance, a moderate chance, to actually kill the Arbalist. Let's... he's living 13, he's living 14. It's the same chance on either one. Let's hit the Bone Defender just because he's bigger. 9 damage again. One more turn should do him. We are on the 3rd round. And we take a quarrel. Oh dear. Bayonet Jab, which we can dodge. The Jester seems to have a very high dodge ability. Now, let's see, what can we do? We could stun someone with a Flashbang. Both of these Arbalists have already gone. So I think the best thing maybe is just if we hit the Bone Defender, we'll kill him. So that will take him out. No, he dodged. All right. Let's use Zealous Accusation. It will kill the Bone Defender, assuming he doesn't dodge, and it will also do damage to the Arbalist. Yes. All right. And we are going to just use the Dirk. A max damage roll will kill him, but of course we don't get that. And it's time for the Plague Doctor. Let's disorient him. Switch the order. There we go. Round 4. And we are going first. Collect that bounty. Kill that guy. Bam. Dead. Do we get... No. He gets the Bayonet Jab. Dodge! There we go. It does nothing, but there's nothing stopping us from doing it. And maybe that will be something that they'll change going forward to make it so that you can't apply Battlefield Medicine when it's not needed, or that it has a negative effect when needed. But at this point, we can use it to keep from getting stress. We will just stab him with our Dirk. 7 damage. And it's time for a Holy Smite. There he is. Dead. Let's see if we can open this giant box now. Ooh,
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
A deed, a portrait, a little gold, some citrine, and another jade. Alright. Locked sarcophagus. An ornate sarcophagus? It is locked. Let's see if we can open it. It's trapped! Damnation. What happened to him? Rabies. I don't know. I guess he took some damage, maybe? He did say damnation, and it said something. But maybe it said resist. I missed it. I'll have to scroll back in the video and look. Right. We are down to dim light. Let us increase the light. So it's a shame. We should have brought a key in order to open some of these chests. Scouting. We finally got a scout. So we've got a trap next, but the room is empty. So here we go. Here's our trap. Let's see who's best at traps. What is your trap? Is 20. Trap is 10. Trap is 40. And trap is 25. So we will send our bounty hunter to attempt to disarm this trap. And it, he might take damage. No! He disarmed it. Excellent. Good. And that's the only thing in this hallway according to our scouting. So we will just keep on marching. Right to the end. Hopefully this room we know is empty, and hopefully we'll get a scout. Yes! Good. 1 treasure and an obstacle of some sort. Did we bring a shovel? We did bring a shovel. That is very good. Alright, let us move on. 1 treasure. Let's see what we find. The pack contains loot.
Wealth beyond measure.
An emerald. And
awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
And some gold. Here we go. The brave and the foolhardy alike. We are definitely the foolhardy. Halt! So we have an obstacle coming up here. It could be something that... Yeah, a pile of rubble. that does need... It's now shadowy. Loot is up. But so is stress. Stress is way up. Let's light a torch. We'll go back to dim light. And we will approach this.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
We will use the shovel. So our shovel is now expended, but that was excellent because if you have to dig it by hand, it's very troublesome. Let's see if we get another scout. We've had 2 in a row. Yes! Oh, very good. Oh, very good. So now we know this room is empty. This room is empty. This, I believe, means this room contains a treasure, but probably also a battle. So if we go this way, we have an obstacle that we'll have to... We're out of shovels now, which is troubling. So we'll have to dig through that and take some stress. But then we can go down this way and that way and avoid that battle. So let's make that choice. Ooh, halt. This is a risky business here. Iron Maiden. A rusty Iron Maiden stands against the wall, clasps shut. So I've seen. I don't know. This seems risky, but let's open the torture device and search it. Let's search it. Come on, do it. Stash loot. Hey, and nothing bad happened. So we got some onyx. We got some gold. There we go. Let us move on. Our light is growing dim, and this definitely we have no more shovel. And let us light a torch. It's going to become very dark to clear this by hand.
Without tools of iron, you must rely on flesh and indefatigable
now
purpose.
It is dark. Our loot is up double, our player crits are up double, but we are more surprised. The monsters are twice as accurate. Stress is up by 3. That's no good. Light a torch. We'll go to shadowy. We'll go down to our last torch just to put it into dim light and hope that we find a torch in this room. Well, we saw that coming. All right. Skeletons. Let's see if we can jangle their nerves and decrease their accuracy.
A
critical!
Singular strike!
But they all resisted. Well, we got double damage, but they did all
A powerful
resist.
blow!
So, we dodged the goblet, which is excellent news. Can we dodge the coral as well? No. He is taking quite a bit of damage. We might have to use our battlefield heal on him. Let's pull this arbalist to the front. Yes! Now we'll use the plague grenade in the back here on this bone soldier and courtier. Well, he resisted, but we got a blight on one of them. And we are going to use battle heal. Oh, he cannot heal the doctor because he's too far away. He can only heal the people in front of and behind him. Interesting. So let's use our zealous accusation and try to do damage on both of these with a high enough damage. 1 more than minimum will kill the bone rabble. So I think that's a good choice. Yes, we killed the bone rabble and inflicted 8 damage upon the arbalist. So graveyard slash coming up.
Such a terrible assault cannot be
dear.
left unanswered.
Yeah, that was bad. 4 damage on him. My wounds are mounting. Yeah, he's down now to 2. He's down to 5. Graveyard slash on the bounty hunter attempting goblet. Come on. 2. Oh no! It gnaws at the back of my mind. So his stress is almost maxed. He's at 0 hit points. We definitely need to do something about that. We definitely need to do something about that. 4 damage. Alright, so we can kill the bone soldier. That'll give him at least a little confidence. No, it didn't give him any confidence. Alright, the situation is risky, but 5 damage on collect bounty so that we can kill the arbalist with a hit if we connect. Yes! Okay, good. That leaves only this courtier. And it's time we'll use battle heal on him, giving him 3 hit points. Very good. Let's... Well, we'll just continue to do this because it works. I feel bad about it, but I feel like I'm exploiting the game. Knife in the dark. Dodged! Dodged. Excellent. I feel like I'm exploiting the game, but on the other hand, I feel like the game is definitely very punishing enough, so I'll take the exploits I can get at this point. On max damage we would have killed, but we didn't. He's already gone this turn, and our bounty hunter has not, so we will use battle heal again, just to get him. He's at 3, we're at 5. We will use battle heal one more time. It takes 2 health. Now we're at 5 and 5, and we'll collect the bounty and finish the deed. There we go.
Glittering gold, trinkets and
Wounding
baubles.
helmet. Hey.
Paid for in blood.
It reduces melee damage, but it's up to stun and bleed skills. Well, I don't think we're going to equip that at this point, because it'll reduce his damage a little bit. And what kind of... he's not using any... The flashbang is a stun skill, but he's not using any bleed skills right now. So I think it would be best just to ignore that. But our inventory is now full. So maybe we have 1 torch left. I don't want to use that up. Maybe we will put it on him just to leave 1 slot more in our inventory as we open this treasure. Sarcophagus. It is slightly ajar. Hidden treasures. What do we find?
Finding the stuff is only the first test.
Crest.
Now
Quest,
it must be
gold.
carried home.
Okay. So how are we doing on our quest? We have 1, 2 rooms. No, actually, if we just explore the next room, I believe our quest is complete. So, and there's just a treasure to here. So I think things are going well. It is an Iron Maiden, which is risky, but we'll send the Owlbear in because he is living the most. Holy water. I was thinking that we might find a something to use the holy water on, but I don't think that the Iron Maiden is the appropriate thing. Stashed loot. Hey, we found a little more food, some emerald and some gold. So there we go. We have 1 more room to go. Almost there. And unless our scouting... Hunger. So we are hungry now. We do have enough to eat, though. There we go. Nothing in this room. And nothing in that room. We have battles and treasures. But I say at this point we exit the dungeon because we've completed the quest.
The shifted corridors and sloped walls of our ancestry are beginning to feel familiar.
And we got quite a bit of gold off of this, which is excellent. That's what we really wanted. And we gained some of every single... We got 12 crests, 4 deeds, 3 portraits, and 4 busts. So that makes 9 busts and 16 crests, which is excellent. We'll be able to do some good upgrading in our town, and we got enough money to do some good things as well. So everyone gets 3 XP from this longer mission, 3 resolve XP, and 3 people gained a trait. So Fiton gained Fear of Beast, which is frustrating. Rock got Bad Humors, which reduces his maximum HP, and Sally received Mercurial to resist Affliction and Ruins Adventurer. Resist Affliction? I don't know. That sounds good to me. Oh, minus 5% resist Affliction. Okay, so bad. So his resistance to Affliction has decreased. That's what it means. And now in the Ruins, he has more resistance to stress. And did he... No, he has not quite made it to level 2. So let's return to the town.
I was lord of this place before the crows and rats made it their domain.
Alright, so Ferris has removed her Fear of Beasts. Reynold has recovered 69 stress from praying. In the tavern, Bostel has recovered 45 stress, and Fiton is a level 1 Jester. So that is what happened. And we have 13,000 gold. Now we can... Glory and gold await! Count me in, good. I definitely want another Vestal, because they are very useful, and she has Divine Grace and Divine Comfort, and illumination and hand of light. So she's very much in the healing. She has 2 healing spells right here. So stress in the wield. Let us increase the size of our barracks.
Word is traveling. Ambition is stirring in distant cities. We can use this.
Yes, we can. So let's take the Vestal into our party.
A sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
Phantosme and Tabraham. Grave Robber here. Pick to the face, lunge, flashing daggers, and thrown dagger. It looks like before let's hold off on getting any of these duplicate people and see if someone new shows up next week. All right, so that was our adventure. Let's actually, I was gonna say I'll do the sort of housekeeping off camera, but let's actually not do that. Let's do it here where you can all see what's going on, because I believe now we have enough to unlock the blacksmith. No! We still need a lot more deeds. Before we can unlock that blacksmith. So that's a little frustrating. It'll be some time before we can upgrade our gear, but we can go here to the guild and we can reduce the cost of training a little bit more. So let's do that.
A strict regimen is paramount if one is to master the brutal arithmetic of combat.
And let's increase some skills. We're going to take Reynold out next time since he's a level 2 and he's doing well. And we'd like to increase his smite to smite level 2. Excellent. For 480 gold. Shall we increase Zealous Accusation as well? Why not? It increases the crit chance a little bit and the accuracy a little bit. Holy Lance, which helps him to charge forward. Let's just go ahead and Battle Heal and Inspiring Cry. What does Inspiring Cry do? Heals 1 to 1. Okay. Does Rogue have that? No. No, he doesn't. Alright, so Reynold here has received an upgrade. Who else are we going to go out with? Maybe Selly again? This Plague Doctor, we could give him the Noxious Blast, which allows him to hit the 2 people in the front. That would be useful if he had a grenade that can hit the 2 back people and one that can hit the 2 front people. Incision is a knife ability which he cannot use from the back row, so don't necessarily want to give him that since I like putting him in the back row. And Emboldening Vapors seems like that is a party buff, so we could give him that. We should give him that because then when he has no enemies to hit, he can buff the party instead of wasting a battlefield medicine. I do like the idea of giving him Noxious Blast though. So do we have another? We have another Plague Doctor, Bassard. What is his deal? He has the Noxious Blast and the Blinding Gas and Incision, which he cannot use from the back row. So if we're going to put him in the back row, he's got Noxious Blast, Blinding Gas, and Disorienting Blast. And then if we give him Emboldening Vapors, he'll have something that he can use at all times. So let's do that. So now we've bought a new skill. Yes? Close? We've bought a new skill, so we go to his page. And you see that the skill is now here, but not highlighted. So we're going to turn off Disorienting Blast. No, we're going to turn off Incision, which he won't be able to use from the back row, and give him Emboldening Vapors. So his preferred position now, strongly to the rear. And he can hit everyone with something, though he has stronger attacks against the last 3 people. So I believe we'll take out Bassard next time. Let's see. Perhaps I've been liking this Bounty Hunter quite a bit, and his stress is low. So maybe we should take him out as well. What kind of skills can he buy? Mark for Death. Definitely, I want to give him Mark for Death because He gets double damage on collect bounty against anyone who he has marked. And he can mark anyone. And uppercut knocks back foes in the front. He can only use it from the front 2 slots though, and we've been putting him in the 3rd slot. So that's less useful. Flashbang, and then finish him against a stunned monster. He gets extra damage. Very cool. Or yeah, that's what it looks like. Extra damage against a stunned monster. So that's very cool. Maybe we should... Well, we definitely want to buy Marked for Death for him. There we go. And I'm tempted to buy Finish him as well, considering the amount of money that we have. We do need to put... we do need to do some stress relief here for Postal. So let's have her meditate for 1,000 gold. And Torment... I really like her name. Is also... I wonder how you unlock camping skills. She's also stressed, so we'll send her... Not to the cemetery. We'll send her to the tavern. And the caretaker is currently in the brothel, so we will send her to the gambling hall. And that will be our stress relief for this turn. Oh no. Fiton is super stressed, and we do need to deal with that, so we'll allow him to drink. What is his... He has a weak grip on life and a fear of the beasts. He's thick-blooded though, so he resists the blight and stress in the warrens. So I think we definitely want to adjust his skills a bit before we take him out again. But let's allow him to de-stress. So now we're down. We've spent quite a bit of money. We know that we want to take out Bassard, Reynald, and Oralbar, and I think that's slot 1, 4, and 3, and I think we'll take either Dismas or one of these Raging Girls. I kind of like her. Ruins Tactician, because she can cure her own bleed with an adrenaline rush boost, and she has the Iron Swan. Let's... Or we could take this healing person. I'm not sure. Maybe because that would put Owlbear in the 2nd position, and from the 2nd position, what can he not do? He can't use Hook and Slice, but we're going to turn Hook and Slice off and give him Mark for Death. So now he's perfectly happy in the 2nd position. So let's do that. We'll take her, Phantosme, so let's see about upgrading Hero Resolve. Oh no, she needs to reach level 1 before she can have any upgrades done. So if we're taking her, Reynald, and taking Phantosme, Reynald, Bossard, and Oralbar. So let's give... We could increase some of his abilities. Collect Bounty can be increased to have a slightly higher crit and a slightly higher accuracy to collect Bounty 2. Or let's see about what did we do anything for Bossard? We bought him the Emboldening Vapors, and he's not level 1 yet, so he can't take an upgrade. So let's spend a little more ability and get Collect Bounty level 2. I like that. I like that well. And this, let's see. We don't want this reduces our melee damage, and we are not going to be using the stun skill nearly as much. This gives down to dodge, but up to stun resist. This gives up to accuracy, but down to accuracy if you're in the front of the rank. So that's not necessary for this person. We will give the ring. How about we give the ring to Bassard, since he's going to be flipping grenades will give him the ring to make his accuracy increase. That sounds like a good choice to me. Alright, so there's our housekeeping. We have done our upgrades and we are about to embark on our next quest. So I hope that you will join us tomorrow and see what the Darkest Dungeon has to offer. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It does definitely encourage me a lot in making the videos, and it does help other people to encounter the videos as well. So of course, share it with your friends. That's the best way to get the word out. And if you like what you see, subscribe to the channel, because I will continue to upload these Darkest Dungeon. Definitely having a good time with it, and I do have other games as well. I do have other videos. The issue, of course, is bandwidth, and I can only upload so much at a time. Of course, if you like the look of Darkest Dungeon, I do encourage you to pick it up on Steam. It is only $20 right now, and I think it's well worth $20, even being in early access and slightly unfinished. It is an excellent game. So cheers, thank you for watching.